I hope you all are doing good. Today we will be learning another problem from LeetCode. It is maximum binary tree. To understand the binary tree concept, it is kind of very basic problem. So let's dive into the problem statement. So what exactly here is that we will be given one nums array and we have to build a binary tree through that array. The main goal is to achieve here is that we have to build not a simple binary tree, it is kind of maximum binary tree where the values of its root node will be greater than its parent. If you notice here, this is the array we have been given, and we have to build the tree in a such a way that the root node value, that is 6, is greater than its parent 3, child 3 and 5. Here as well, 3 is greater than its child 2, 2 is greater than its child 1. For example, this is my array is given here and I want to build a tree. So how, first thing is that we just have to find out greater element, right? So in this tree, in this array, I can say in this array 6 is the greatest element. After that, in the tree, if you see here, 0 and 5, these two nodes 0 and 5 are on the right hand side. So we just have to find this root, and whatever the elements, the integers present on the right hand side will be the right structure, and whatever the integers present on the left hand side will be the right structure of the root node. Every time we just have to find out the root, and depend on that, like this is as well, we gonna divide again into, like if we build any recursive solution, so it kind of easier way to understand. Let's see, if I found out first maximum element from the array, I'm gonna give a recursive call again for start index from 0 until start index where I found out root node minus 1, right? And on the right hand side, what I'm gonna do is that my start index will be where I found the root element plus 1 until the end. Here again I can apply the same logic, like just find out the greatest element, that will be again the root of that specified smallest part of the tree, and recursive call will be enough to like flow that, right? Let's try to build that recursive function. I'm gonna create small private helper function. Here the return type will be tree node and build tree. And what parameter I'm gonna need is that my integer array nums, comma the integer start index, integer end index. Okay. First thing is that if the nums array, or another part as well we can check, but okay, let it be. First thing is that I will need one max element. Initially I'll assign it to first index of the array, which is start index, and let's try to do with the for loop. Integer I equal to 0, I less than I equal to start index, and I less than my end of the array, which is I have passed here I plus plus, and here I can just check if my nums of this max is what, nums of max is smaller than nums of I, that means just assign my max to I. Okay, that's all. Now I found out my root element. I'll just create one tree node root equal to new tree node, and I'll just assign nums dot max. Okay, now I'll need to find out left and right child of the root node, right? So what I'm gonna do, root dot left equal to, just call build tree function. This is the build tree, and pass nums array. Then what will be the start index? It's gonna be same for the left hand side. Start index will be same, but ain't gonna differentiate, because we just have to give whatever the greatest element I found the value for root, minus 1 will be the end index, right? So I'm gonna do max minus 1. Then here another thing is that the loop gonna fill out until n, until this element, right? So it should not be less than, it should be less than or equal to e. Now another thing is that root dot left is done. Let's find out the right. Root dot right equal to build tree nums. Then what will be my start index? It is whatever the root index I have found plus 1. So it was max plus 1, then my end. And I am gonna return the value of root. That's all. Another thing here I might need to check is that if the start index is less than, because if for example there is nothing to check, right? For example I came here at the last one, then here nothing to check, start and this end will not be much difference, so I'll just check my s is greater than e, just return null. So there is nothing to do because there is no node present at that time. Let's try to run this. Before here I'll need to return my function build tree. Gonna pass nums array, then start index will be 0 and end index will be nums dot length minus 1. Let's see. Okay, let's try to submit the code. Awesome. So this solution works fine as expected. I hope you understand. It's kind of very peculiar solution. We just have to kind of recurse the array in such a way that we can build a binary tree as well along the side. In case any confusion or any doubt, let me know in the comment so I can create further video. Do like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Have a good day.